How's it going? Nick Williams. I'll be interviewing today. Tyler, right?
Yes, sir. Tyler Huddle. Nice to meet you.
All right. It's nice to meet you, too. Okay, I'm going to start you off with a pretty simple question. Why should we hire you, Tyler?
That's a pretty good question. You're looking at a person who's incredibly determined, a person that can learn anything. Anything you can teach me, I'll be able to put it to work and just do what you teach. Mm-hmm. You're looking at a person that puts everything he's got into everything he's assigned. You know what I'm saying? Just an overall great person.
Determination is unbelievable quality to have. You know, it's very respectable.
Yes, sir.
What are your greatest weaknesses?
I'd say my greatest weakness would be procrastination, but I've learned to manage that through better planning and preparation.
Mm-hmm. All right. Tell me about a time you had a mistake. We're all human. We've had mistakes before.
Right. I'm certainly not perfect. I would have to say the biggest mistake I've ever made, it's a pretty big mistake, is during the time I lived with my father, I really didn't understand him, and I didn't really channel that misunderstanding correctly. Mm-hmm. And it was hard for me and my dad to have a productive relationship. Right. And now that I'm older and mature, I realize that my dad loves me, and I should have handled things different.
Understanding and knowledge comes with maturity, It's a process.
Agree.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
Well, got a big question here. Do you consider yourself a leader or a follower?
Big question, easy answer. I definitely feel like I'm a leader, and I feel like I have great interpersonal skills, mm-hmm. and I feel like people don't mind gathering the troops around me and let me be the one to lead.
Mm-hmm. Someone to rally around.
Right, easily that. I feel that.
Of course. All right. Tell me about an accomplishment that you're most proud of and feel like it's a great accomplishment to have.
Right. I'm young, of course, but
mm-hmm.
currently right now I think my biggest accomplishment would be making the Dean's List my freshman year in college. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Coming into a completely different atmosphere.
Of course.
It was hard to handle. Didn't know what I was getting myself into, and I weathered the storm and came out on the Dean's List.
Yeah, freshman year is a rough year, but just the fact that you got your stuff together your freshman year and you made the Dean's List, that's a great accomplishment. You should be very proud of that.
Mm-hmm. I appreciate it.
All right. What is your dream job?
A dream job would be anything with stability. I really want to have a family and raise them right and give them stuff that I couldn't have in my past, mm-hmm. as well as thank and set my elders up for all the work they did to get where I could be successful.
So you want a job that financially, supports you and a family in the near future, It's very respectable. I understand completely. All right. What would you say is your greatest strength?
My greatest strength is passion. I'm very passionate about things, and I'm very passionate about what I do. I'm very passionate for people. Mm-hmm. No matter how my emotions come out, I'll never let it. It's never too much. It's never overbearing. Mm-hmm. Okay, but I'm very passionate. Yeah, that's my strength.
True passion and caring for something is hard to find nowadays, and that's a good quality to have.
Yes, sir.
And just to wrap things up here, where do you see yourself in the next decade? I know you touched on having a family, but in the next 10 years, where do you see yourself?
I see myself with a good, steady job, living in a suburban area, mm-hmm. Definitely having in a nice school district where my kids could possibly be coming up in elementary school. It's a great school system. Mm-hmm. And I would like to set up my family. Mm-hmm. And that's the goal. That's the goal in life for me.
Of course. Yeah. It's very honorable. All right, well, it was nice meeting you, Tyler, and I appreciate you coming in, and you'll definitely be hearing from us soon.
All right, thank you so much, sir.
All right, have a great day.